Well, hello, folks. How you doing? Chat. Okay, cool. We're good. We're ready to go. We'll see if anyone's around. A little, well, not later, but later than I usually do it. So, usually this is around the time period everybody is around. Curfew has begun in New Jersey a couple days ago. So we're calling it the curfew stream here. Although the official curfew doesn't begin for a half hour, so we shall see. So hello, people signing on. Welcome aboard. Jose, what's going on? She's doing well. I don't really see my mother much now because of this whole virus thing. She has that compromised immune system, so I talk to her on the phone every day. So for now, it's just kind of phone stuff, but she's doing well, and thank you very much for asking. Malcolm, how you doing, buddy? They started a thing here, Cole, where at 8 p.m., 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. every night is a curfew. Like they don't want anybody out. So that's going on for now. Even though it's a half hour till that, I figured we would call it, why not? What's up, Rob? How you doing? Clip Show, hello. How are you? Good to see everyone is around. This is usually the time you guys want to see this thing. God bless her. Thank you very much. So, yeah, here you go. Mike says, no sports, no restaurant. This is a boring life. Thank God for YouTube. Yes, Mike, I totally agree with you. I'll tell you one thing that this is going to bring from a lot of people going forward. You're going to start to appreciate the little things every once in a while. I have no bowling league going on. I can't really golf. It's kind of just go to work, come home, do YouTube, eat, sleep, done. It is crazy, says the Clip Show. I agree. K-Pop, what's up? I love the TRD Pro, although that Platinum would have been hard to get rid of. No, not really. I had a great time with the Platinum, but it was time for something new. No big deal. I could always get another Platinum down the road one day, so, it is what it is. Cal, what's going on? How's Canada? Cal, how's Canada with all of this stuff going on here? Intimidation, how are you doing? Good to see you signing on, sir. Hold on one sec. I just got to read something real quick. Talk amongst yourself. In fact, tell me where you're from today. Tell me where you are coming from in the world. Sorry about that, folks. Apologize. Get the messages coming in. You got to answer them quick. Hammer that like button with a latex glove on. Yes, Cal, make sure we're being safe out there, even on YouTube. Matt says, have I made a decision on tires? No, not really. Wild Peak seem to be in the lead right now. And I actually I saw my truck from a different angle today in a parking lot. And I realized how bad it actually does need tires. So there was one time when I was thinking about keeping the stock ones for now and kind of doing some reviews on that. But you have all told me that's a terrible idea, and I agree that that's a terrible idea, so we're going to be changing these puppies out within the next couple weeks. I'll be very honest with you, Matt. I'm on not necessarily a timeout from modifications. I'm just waiting to see how this Corona thing's going to go with the spending and if the banks go all wacky and stuff like that before I start throwing any more money at, crazy stuff like that. But it will happen sooner than later, sir. All right, Mike's in Oklahoma. Saint G, we'll call you. How you doing, buddy? It's going well on my end. Hope you're doing well. K-Pop's in Savannah, Georgia. All right, good stuff. Ben says, we'll be better on the other side of this thing for sure, and glad I have a reliable Tundra at Colorado Springs here. All right, very nice. Yeah, dude, it'll make you, you know what I appreciate? You know what the thing that I thought of? I got out of work this morning. It was around 11:30 or noon, and I was like, I'm going to go to IHOP and eat. And I was like, no, can't do that. Can't go to IHOP and eat because you're not allowed to go sitting anywhere. It's those little things that are always there, and now all of a sudden they're gone away. Whatever. AJ's in Oklahoma. What's going on, AJ? How you doing? Jerry's in Houston, Texas. All right, cool. Welcome aboard. So Texas and Oklahoma are winning right now. Steve says, good evening to the dude that caused me to buy a Tundra. Happy to help. You made that driver's side grab bar install look so easy, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Very easy, Steve. You just got to be careful and take your time because you got that side curtain airbag, but it is very, very simple. There's not much to it. And very worth it, in my opinion. All right, St. G says, San Antonio, Texas. Awesome, awesome. Always good to have people from the place the Tundra is built, TMMTX. Cement, what's going on, pal? Dirk, what's up, my guy? How's that Army Green treating you? I like it. Gets a lot of looks, gets a lot of compliments. It's definitely something neat. I like it. It is, I'm telling you, I made a video in one of my videos, in the pros, the con video thing. It is a pain to keep clean, though, my friend. Oof. Fresno, California for Rob Yoda. Hub, what's up, man? Houston. Hey, you lost that Hub Overland. No more Overland. Whittier, California, clip show. All right, cool. Cal B says, I'm good, but there are a lot of crazies out there. I think we have had 12 deaths total in all of Canada. All right, cool. All righty. Let's see. What About Bob? Great movie, by the way. College Station, Texas, home of the Aggies. Gig 'em. There you go. Cool. Another thing that I wanted to bring up, too, real quick before I move on. So, like, you'll see the title of the thing, of the live stream we're doing right now is Curfew. So they got this weird curfew from 8 to 5, which I feel like doesn't make much sense because a lot of people aren't really out 8 to 5. And they're shutting down the malls and all that stuff, so nobody does that. But, like, retail stores don't count. So there's like a, I don't know if it's different in all the other states. I don't know if it's state to state. I know the New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey are in like a pact right now to do the same things with each other because New York City is right up the way. So one of the things they're doing is they don't want more than, I think, in certain buildings, no more than 10 people, and then in certain buildings, no more than 50 people. But they said retail stores don't count. This is never going to go away unless they just make everybody stay home for 2 weeks. Just like literally shut down for 2 weeks. And I want to hear what you guys think about this. Shut down for 2 weeks. Nobody's out anywhere. Let the virus die out a little bit, and then come on back. If they keep doing this, like, well, you can't go here, but you can go there, and then kids can't go to school and they can't go to the mall, but then they all get together and go somewhere else, it's not gonna stop the spread. So this is kind of interesting. Want to hear what you guys think about that too. Mike, what's going on, buddy? And Cal says, good Wild Peaks. Now, yes, everyone seems to love those Wild Peaks. Cole says, wow, that's crazy. Some things are closed here. The course is closed, but still working. Thankful for the farm, though. Being able to fish all the time is great. Yeah, for everybody who knows how to fish, and everybody, we have the ocean right down the street, knows how to take care of themselves, this is no big deal. Schools are closing for 3 weeks. So our schools are closed, and they're closed indefinitely. At first it was 2 weeks, and now they're given curriculum for further down the road. I think this is going to be a little longer than everybody thinks, but I'm not sure. Jordan, what's going on? North Dakota. All right, bro. Clearly I'm still working. Restaurants are takeout only. Yes. So that's, everything is shut down for us. It's, takeout and delivery pretty much. Cole's in Arkansas. Yes, yes. You guys think it's okay to still go out boating? Why not? Just keep your numbers to a minimum. Your videos helped me buy a Tundra 2, says What About Bob. I'm happy to help you, buddy. I'm happy to help anyone who needs the help for sure. It's a good truck. It's a good truck, and it's good to let the people know out there that it is a good truck because a lot of people don't give the Nissan Titan or the Toyota Tundra the time of day because they're Japanese companies. And I feel like that is just, it's not the way to be because it really is a good truck. Old school, could use a few upgrades. But if you're someone that's just looking for a truck to do the job and doesn't have all the crazy features on it, that's probably the best way to go. Rob Yoda says, yes on the boating. TundraDude34 2022 Toyota Tundra lifted. You want me to lift to 2022? Maybe. Steve, what's going on? Been a while. Hello from Northern Illinois. Yes, man. Welcome back. Good to see you. Good to see you're still hanging in there. Yes on boating. Jerry's gigging them as well. Cool. Giggity go. Charles in charge. What's up, man? What are you hearing on leasing specials in Omaha? $299 a month for Platinum. Thinking about dumping my 18 SR5. $299 a month for Platinum is insane, bro. That is a absolutely insane deal. What is the down payment that you need to get that $299? That can't be zero down. Had the Wendy's Baconator breakfast sandwich today in a row. It's amazing. Okay, listen. Now, I tried that the day it came out. It's amazing, Mike. Absolutely one of the best. But I want you to do me a favor. Next time you go to Wendy's, try the honey maple chicken biscuit, I believe it's called. It'll change your life. B, what's going on? What's up, TD34? All the golf courses closed out your way. There's one, and this is the thing that sucks. There's one that is still open, okay? And it's the one I always go to, but now the entire county is going there. And the schools are closed, and the colleges are out, so it's so packed. I haven't played since Sunday. I usually play every Wednesday. Yesterday it was gorgeous here. I didn't even try. I contacted my guy that I have over there. He said it's packed. He's like, don't even bother. It's packed. They ran out of carts. People were lined up, and at that point, it's no fun, you know? Charles says schools are closed until April 30th here. See, they're just pushing it further and further. Jerry says 6 to 8 weeks, in my honest opinion, and it will and it will still be around. It really needs to be like a full shutdown if they want to get rid of this thing. Would I be the only one wrong thinking maybe this virus is a good way to thin out the crowds? You're not the first person I've heard say that, pal. Kevin says, do the reports of the new Land Cruiser using twin turbo V6 and hybrid add more evidence for the Tundra? I always kind of look at that, but you still never know. I feel like Toyota with the Tundra is going to go a completely different direction, like have a different powertrain setup than any of them. I don't think it'll be shared with the Land Cruiser, but I could totally be wrong. And of course, I know that there's the 5.7 V8 in the Land Cruiser now, but we shall see. We shall see. Very excited to see the possibilities of what is coming for the next gen Tundra. And just so everybody knows, because this seems to be the question lately, I am getting a next gen the minute it comes out. Please relax. Sucks for the people and families who lose loved ones once the COVID-19, but on the flip side, gas prices are dropping. Yes, yes. I actually got to fill up my Tundra today. This is the first time I filled up the TRD Pro, and I don't have to fill up super anymore, so it was nice to fill the tank with 50 bucks. I was very happy. Good Toyota Tundra, love it. Did the Pro come with the TRD intake from the factory? Negative, never does. And it seems to be a sense of contention for people that the TRD Pro intake is not included. But we will be adding that most likely, so I want to do an install video on that. I've installed a bunch of them, but never for the channel, and that seems to be a popular upgrade. You know, keep it in the TRD family, you get the warranty, you're protected by Toyota with it, so we will be doing that shortly, I'm sure. Let's see. I've got meat for a year, not eating out at all, and all homegrown vegetables. That's awesome, dude. Zero down, Charles. You need to go there, bro. I need to take care of business if that's a platinum. I've never even heard that, dude. That's crazy. A lot of these dealerships, just so we know, and I know we have a lot of people who don't believe in financing and leasing, but if there are some of you that do believe in it, which I'm sure there are, now may be the time to go try to buy that Tundra if you're considering one, you know, if you're like within a couple months of needing one, because a lot of these dealerships are not selling anything right now because of what's going on with the virus deal. So you may want to, you know, get out there and see what you can do. They might be giving away some crazy deals right now. Matthew says, having issue with my 2015 Tundra head unit resetting. Do you have any advice? Bluetooth seems to make it reset frequently. Matt, I will tell you what has happened to a couple other viewers. You're not the first person I've heard say that. Bring it to your local Toyota service center. A lot of the times, they'll just replace the whole head unit. That's happened to a few different guys here, and they didn't even try to fix it. They just replaced it straight up. So hopefully that can happen to you as well, but definitely visit your local Toyota service center. Charles says, 0 down, 24 months, just taxes and first month's payment due at closing, supposedly. Literally, unbelievably, if that is the case, I will be blown away. So you need to go check that out. Philip says, check out YouTube, Bound for Nowhere. Just put out new videos on a nice device for the Tundra you might want to install. Thanks. All right, will do. Manny says, was going to email you, but waiting for final results. Toyota put in a brand new N-Tune system in my truck last week. There you go. Boom. Positives, community rallying together, gas prices, fly fishing, the high country, teleworking in pajamas. Why not? Future preparedness and Netflix. Thanks for your channel, man. Ben, thank you very much. One thing I am a little disappointed in, if we're going to speak frankly, at least by me. Now, mind you, I think we're about 40 miles south of New York City. Everybody's in full panic mode around me, and I'm concerned about the way people are shopping. Everyone's going in there and just trying to hoard up everything instead of leaving some for other people. And I know it's a panic move, but we got to take care of each other. This is the time where you see community comes out. Think of right after 9/11, when the whole country came together and we just stood in one voice as the United States of America. It's what we do. We take care of each other. So I'm a little disappointed in some of the stuff I'm seeing. Hopefully that dies down a little bit and we get back to loving each other, which is what it is to be an American. Am I right or am I right? Cal says, Cole, good job. Steve says, they want me not to use phones till new iOS comes out. Toyota headquarters calling tomorrow morning. Keep me updated on that one. Love to hear. 3 weeks off starting tomorrow. Time to get done projects done around the house, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, we're going into the recession and the new Tundra will delay for some time. Sucks. Let's hope that doesn't happen, but it's scary right now. I think the market is, obviously, this is an obvious thing, but the market is reacting to what's going on with the virus. So hopefully, as soon as it's all said and done, it shoots right back up. Nobody's buying right now. This is that time period where everybody kind of sits back and waits. I like the stock market. I do a lot in the stock market. So now is the time to buy, folks. Oh, 11, what's going on? Dude, why doesn't Toyota upgrade our horrible taillights? especially with all the upgrades they've done recently. Also, why don't they offer a sport version lowered on larger wheels, 22s, 24s? I'm not really sure. The sport version that they have now has 20s. I think that's the most you'll see. You won't see anything larger than that. I don't know why. I don't have an answer for that one. As far as the taillights go, I've been saying that for years, especially when they upgraded in 2018. They went to the LED headlights and the fog lights up front. I was kind of hoping they would come out with some kind of an LED taillight, but they just didn't. And I don't know why, because it definitely needs them. What have the mortgage rates dropped to there? I can sign a 5-year variable at 2.18 right now. I don't know, but I'm sure they're down quite a bit. Now is the time to buy pretty much everything. Just because a lot of these companies, everyone's in a fear mode and no one wants to spend money. So like I said, if you're trying to buy a car, all of a sudden you might get a great deal on a mortgage rate and, APR and all that stuff. This could be the time, boys. This could be the time. iOS update is screwing up a lot of Toyotas and Lexus radios. I hope that doesn't happen to me. Jordan says fishing, absolutely got to fish. Got to take care of yourself, right? Calby says the shopping is insane. People are stupid. TP isn't even good fire starter. I don't know, man. I've seen some crazy things lately that I never thought I'd see. Toyota should give a case of toilet paper with every vehicle they sell. That'll sell a few. Chris has donated $10 to the channel. Thank you, Chris, as always. What up, TD? Love the new truck. Got new rims and tires for the Ram. It's looking great. Well, I want to see the picture of that. Send me that. And thank you very much, Chris, as always. And I appreciate your love for the new truck. Because there are people who love the fact that I got a new truck, and there are people who hate me because of it. So it's good to be on that side. I got to get off here, going to cook up dinner. Stay safe, everyone. Cole, be good, buddy. Sorry there's no golf. Keith says TMMC was just shut down today till April 6th. Anyone know if Kentucky and Texas plants did the same? Didn't hear anything, but, it's probably going to happen, man. It's probably going to happen. And if they want to get rid of this virus, it has to happen, right? Hopefully everybody will learn from this. The time to be prepared for something isn't the time of. Exactly right. Isn't the time of is right. You know who's laughing at us? I said this the other day as a joke at work. All those doomsday prepper people, they're laughing at us right now because they've always been ready for this. They got toilet paper warehouses in their, under their house or whatever. Remember that show, Doomsday Preppers? All those dudes. They love every minute of this. Ed says, hi, Mark. You were right about buying now. Yes, sir. I think that's definitely the way to go. I've actually been getting, so a lot of dealerships are sending out like the feeler calls, like, are you in need of anything right now? Because there's just there's nothing to sell because there's no people. So salesman-wise, there's not like 20 standing around anymore now. There's like 2. It's just a completely different vibe at the dealership right now, and the dealerships are empty. Headlight Revolution is a great place to get LED lighting. I agree, Ed, totally. Hub's closing San Antonio plant for 2 days. Okay. Hub, do me a favor, just right now, real quick, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Just send me an email saying that, and I'll get back to you right after this live stream. Jean David, hello. My wife and I are healthcare providers. We are extremely scared, but still have to go to work. Please stay safe. We all owe all of the healthcare providers, the nurses, the doctors, everyone a huge high five on this, because they're the ones that are literally on the front lines of all of this, and they have to go to work. Huge high five to you and your wife. Seriously. Steve says, maybe looking for a 2020 TRD Pro double cab. Do you know if it gets a sunroof? It does not. No double cabs get a sunroof, sir. In the brochure, it says it does. Thanks. Nope. So the only sunroof is Crew Max only. For some reason, Toyota does not do double cab Crew Maxes. Dan, what's going on, buddy? Says, Maddie. Steve says, Danimal. All right. Dan E says, Toyota lowering rates soon. They're going to have to. I can't wait to see the incentives the next couple months. Dev says, local news said HT Big 3 shut down all their plants in the U.S. There you go. Work, play. What's going on, buddy? How's Canada? Hey, what's up, folks? Stay safe out there. Just starting to get real here in Nova Scotia. Be safe, my friend. I know you know how to take care of yourself with all those Armageddon vehicles you have. Mike says the Pro comes 2 inches taller than stock. Yeah. What size tire are you going with since the wheels have 0 offset, I believe? Everyone seems to say 295/70 is the biggest you can go. I might do 295/70. I might do 285. I'm not sure. It won't be anything too bad. I don't want to kill the gas mileage too much. So I'm definitely going to go a little bit bigger, but nothing nuts. Dave just donated $15 to the channel. Thank you, Dave. And he says, thank you, man. Very much appreciated. And Anytime you spend your hard-earned money on the channel, that is commendable. Thank you very much. Although none of you have to. So that's completely up to you. But thank you very much. Then the brochure is printed wrong. Steve, do me a favor. And this happens a lot. Send me a picture of that part of the brochure, because a lot of times the wording is weird to where people don't know what's going on. Raymond says, looked at the deals last night, 0.9% financing on 2020 Tundras. There you go. Where is the brochure? Hub said, sent email. Thank you, Hub. I'll get back to you at the end of this. Gotta talk to you, pal. Ben says, any recommendations for true sliders? Ripped a step off my current rails, need a small lift and some legit sliders. All right. Can anyone suggest some rock sliders to Ben? Ones that you use and ones that you think are awesome. Help a bro out and also tell him where to get them. All right, Ben, hold tight. We'll see if anyone has good rock sliders out there. 4-Wheel Parts does offer a ton of them, so make sure you check out that website. But we'll see if anybody has any specific ones they use. Gene David says, I was on my way to get a 2020 Army Green TRD Pro, but all negotiations stopped due to the coronavirus. Yeah, I mean, it's not a stupid thing that you stop the negotiations. You kind of want to hold off now. Everybody's a little concerned of what will happen next. And I'll be honest with you, to tell all of you this up front, when this whole coronavirus thing started, I didn't believe any of it. And I was just like, yeah. This is just one of those, like, news build-up things where it gets everybody freaked out for no reason. And then everything they said would happen is starting to happen. So now my attention is totally, you know, and I'm not one of those people that believes everything I see on TV, but my attention is where it needs to be, just looking out for the fam and everything. You know, you never know. Malcolm says, great to see the support. Money come on, team. What's a couple of bucks to fuel up Mark's Tundra? Thank you for that. You know, it is what it is. And I'm in no way forcing anyone to do anything, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. John says, 285.70 on mine. Look better, wider. All right, rock and roll then. John, send me a picture of that if you have that on yours. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Just give me a couple angles. I want to see what it looks like. I hate buying tires. I hate buying tires because tires and wheels are the two hardest thing to buy because you go back and forth on 50 different ones. Tundra Anthony, what's up? What are your thoughts on the 12-volt Solutions remote start for the 2018 Tundra? Never used one, but the people on here seem to love it. That one and the Viper are the two that get the most love. So if you do buy one, please keep me updated on if you like it or not. But rest assured, the people here do like it very much. Destroyer, what's going on? What's up, man? You guys doing well up there? Dallas is losing. Yeah, New Jersey's right with Dallas. I think the whole country's kind of losing it all together mentally. Just a panic, a vibe of a panic. Chris says, fired off a pic of the truck on Instagram. All right, rock and roll, dude. Thank you. I'll check it out after this. Jordan says, 1993 Ram 250 versus 2020 Ram 2500. I'm going 93. You worried about your paint? I'm not worried about it. If anything happens to it, I'll report on it. So that's always a good thing to let you guys know what's up. I mean, that's the whole point of the channel, is report everything. So, but I'm not, my thing with the paint that blows my mind is how dirty it gets when it's not metallic. This is the first vehicle I ever owned that's not metallic, and it's very hard to keep clean. Destroyer said, my dealership sent home at least 75% of us, so currently out of the job. Are you able to get unemployment, like partial unemployment or something? It is true, my friends. I have a few where I work. There you go. Congrats on the new truck, buddy. It looks awesome. Thank you, Workplay. Congrats on your new Ford. Your Ford is sweet. I saw the video of you going to pick it up and driving it down the highway and whatnot. It's a beautiful truck. What did that run you? If you don't mind me asking, what did that run you? It had to be high 70s, right? Canada money? High 70s? King, what's going on? Cheers from Vancouver. Stay safe, Mark. Thank you, buddy. You be safe out there as well. Say hi to Pavel Bure if he's still hanging around the Canucks, which I do miss hockey very much. Mike said, I didn't go full rock slider, but Tiger Auto makes a great Nerf bar, and they are beefy. There you go. Thanks, Mike. There you go, Ben. Ben, let me know what you end up with, buddy. We can help other people out with that one. I am, but they may be activating me because I'm military. Well, first off, Destroyer, thank you for your service, and there is a very good chance that you do become active. What are you as far as military? What division, if you don't mind me asking? Huh. Woo. Workplay paid $98,000 Canadian. That is real money. What does that work out to in US? That is insane. God, must be nice, brother. Congratulations. It's a beautiful truck. Fully loaded to the max. Heath, what's going on? When are you getting the brand new bed cover? I don't know. I don't know. Bed cover is not on the top of my radar right now. This is the vibe I'm going. I'm looking at the TRD cold air intake. A lot of people asked me to get that, so I'm working on that. And the tires are the first thing I want to get. Kind of want to space it out a little bit. The fact that I finally have a spray-on bed liner, which, by the way, you guys were right all along, which I knew you would be. The fact that I have the spray-on bed liner now, it kind of is making me not go hardcore at a tonneau cover just yet. But there will be one, and rest assured, we're going to do a hard top tonneau cover this time, not a soft top. So there's a few. Backflip MX4 is one of the possibilities. The X-Tang, the Trifecta hard top one. I don't know what they call that. I think it's just called the solid hard cover, something like that. There's a few out there that I'm going to check out, but we'll figure it out when the time comes. Excuse me. BE just donated $25 to the channel. Thanks for giving us such a great channel to watch. Thank you, BE. I appreciate you very much. Always happy to help. Always fun to get on here and talk to you guys. It's the point of the channel. And I will be honest with you, there are a few different places I go, you know, online and stuff to look at Tundra news and whatnot. And, you know, just to talk to people. And I love the fact that after 4 years, this channel has remained so positive, because I built this just to have a place for Tundra owners to come and talk. That is literally the point of this channel. Nothing more. I'm sorry, one sec. Oh, I thought I kicked a wire loose. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a place for owners to get together and talk about their trucks, you know? So I appreciate you doing that and saying that. And hello to everybody signing on. If you just signed on, welcome aboard. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. SparksParts.com, TundraDude34 promo code saves you 5%. And let me know where you're coming from in the world today if you just signed on. All right, Tushar, how you doing? Really looking forward to the new Tundra build. The color is pretty rad. I dig it. I like the army green. I like the army green quite a bit. Thank you very much for saying that, sir. Workplace says my 2019 XLT 350 was $77,000. We get it. Bad, buddy. Yeah, dude, listen. It's always fun to buy new vehicles. I do it a lot less than I used to because I don't want to get yelled at, you know. Army National Guard and a civil engineer with them. Ooh, Destroyer. Rock and roll, bro. Good stuff, man. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to our great country. We appreciate it. Don't be afraid to send in a patch for the wall, bro. If you got them, I want them. Sam Squatch, what's up? Any updates on the chipping paint issue? That really concerns me. He just sent me that video. I don't know, that was a few days ago. So he's going to keep me updated along the way. I'll keep letting you know what's going on. As soon as he tells me anything, there will be a video. And that's the thing about this channel also. We were just talking about making videos, you know, that people enjoy, updates and whatnot. It's not just the good about the Tundra I make videos on. It's also the stuff that's wrong with it. Because, you know, I want you guys to know all aspects of ownership of your truck. If there's a paint issue, we're going to talk about it. If I got great gas mileage, we're going to talk about it. Some guy the other day, I don't remember who it was, I did a video ages ago where I was testing how good I could get the MPG on the Tundra in a trip. And what I mean by that, I wasn't doing like a pump-to-pump calculation. I was actually doing what can I get the computer to say that I'm doing, which is always a little off from the pump-to-pump. And I got it to 17.9. And this is, like I said, years ago. When I first started the channel, I was like hypermiling, going 50 miles an hour the whole time, no stoplights. So I got it to 17.9. And he basically told me I was lying and that I lie to my viewers. Like, and I'm like, why would I lie about that? You know, like you can get your Tundra up to 17.9 on your computer screen if you go easy with it and get a good tailwind and whatnot. But if you go pump to pump, that'll be very tough. But there's no reason for me to lie about anything. And I never understand when people say that, because what's the point? What's the point of lying to anybody? In life, too. Just be real, you know? I think I've proven that by now, no? Hub said, so I slapped on a TRD Pro grill and Victory winch bumper. If I go pick up a 2020, should I remove them? It's up to you, man. It's up to you. If you just put it on and it's brand new, you might as well slap it on the new one, right? No, I didn't pay that. That was the sticker. With all the trucks I have bought, I got decent prices with my trade and discounts. I was around 75K. That's a good savings right there. What size tires? 295, Heath says. Probably. That's what I was thinking. Emailed you a pic just now. Rock and roll. I don't have my phone right. I'll get my phone. See if I can reach it. I don't know why I left it over here. Let me make sure this stays on. There we go. Got the phone. Got the phone. All right, let's see these pictures here. Real quick. All right. I always sit down and I always forget something, and that is the way. Hub, boom. Send. All right, so I got hub. I got the picture, or I didn't get the picture. I got the thing I asked you to send before. So let's just wait and see if it takes a second to come in. It always does. Let's see. We'll go on for now. Nick, what's going on? Hey, are you going to upgrade the BA muffler TRD system, maybe with long tube headers in the future? Okay, Nick, I probably won't on this one because I was saying this in a video when I still had the platinum. It looks, my neighbors are great people all the way around, and I go to work in the middle of the night, and that BA muffler system was kind of loud, and I was waking everybody up, and the last thing I want to do is be the annoying neighbor. So there's a very good chance that I won't be doing that right now, at least, but we'll see what happens. All right, hub, I got your pictures. Let me see. Turn the screen down a little bit. Oh, it looks really good, bro. Looks really good. So this is the hub's truck right here. He got that TRD Pro grill, and he's got the sweet, sweet bumpers. Victory bumper. Looks really good. And that's the total package right there, boys. By the way, if you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to send me pictures of your truck. Send 15 to 20 pictures. I want to feature you. 15 to 20 pictures of your truck, what you've done to your truck, what you plan to do to your truck, where you're from. Say whatever you want. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Hit me up, man. True Sure says, if you happen to get new wheels, you should check out SCS wheels in the matte dark bronze finish. It would look awesome with the green, in my opinion. I'll probably keep these wheels because I really, really genuinely like them. So for now, I'm going to keep what I got, but I will definitely keep that in mind, sir. Thank you very much. Dave says, I bought the Toyota bed tri-flip top for my truck. How is it? That's a hard top, right? Let's see. Tundra Rider, how you doing, buddy? VIP Motaz taillights are awesome. All right, we'll check them out, too. Send me a picture of that, TundraDude34@gmail.com. I want to see what they look like. I'm always looking for good taillights. Thomas said, Merritt Island, Florida. Hello, Thomas. How are you? How is Florida in this whole mess? Heath says, just wanted you to know, praying for you guys and your mom. Thank you, Heath. I appreciate it. Always appreciate the prayers for mom. Thomas says, Mike Erdman. And Workplace says, anyway, folks and Mark, take care of yourselves and your neighbors. Thank you. Take care of each other and stay positive later. Be safe out there with all those vehicles and protect your property and be good to your neighbor as always. Mr. Rogers taught us that. Protect your neighbors, boys. Thomas says, is my local Toyota, oh, it's the local Toyota dealership. It's called Mike Erdman Toyota, I'm guessing. Amazing customer service. Boys and girls, when you find a great Toyota dealership, you keep it. Keep it close to you. Always use them. There are good ones and bad ones out there. Antonio, what's going on? Hey, TD, have a 2017 SR5 with chrome bumpers. Want to black it out. In your opinion, what's best, new bumpers or a wrap? Hello from California. Hope Tundra Mom is doing better. Thank you very much for saying that. She is good as we speak, and I will keep you updated, of course. I thank you very much for asking. All right, so there's another option you didn't say, Antonio. If you go to sparksparts.com, they now offer body color. I don't know if you want to go black or you want to body color it out. I know you said black, but just hear me out because you can buy the black ones too. They now have covers that go over your existing end caps. They literally pop right on it, and it looks like you have color keyed bumpers. So you might want to go check that out. TundraDude34 promo code will save you 5% at Sparks Parts. Oh, goodness. Ben says, does the engine in the new rig still feel more powerful than your old one? So, Ben, let me talk about that for a minute. Because people have been eating me alive about me saying that. God forbid I have an opinion on something. To catch everyone up, I've driven a lot of Tundras, press vehicles. I've now owned 6 of them. And the 2020 1794 TRD blue one that I had as a press vehicle in early February, and this 2020 TRD Pro that is sitting outside right now, are the 2 most responsive engined Tundras I've ever driven, okay? There's just some, I'm not saying there's, first I thought it was me being crazy, like seat of the pants kind of thing. But as I keep driving them, my 2017 when I first got it, and this is before supercharger, it felt kind of sluggish. My 2016 TRD Pro, hit or miss. But this one, the minute I got in it, I was driving and I was like, it just feels. I almost had to check to see if the tow haul mode button was on, because the thing just takes off down the road. And coming from a supercharger, I thought it would be terrible, but it still feels great. It still feels just extra responsive. And that's the thing I'm trying to tell people, you know, and I'll keep you all up to date on if that goes away, if it's just kind of like a placebo effect, a new engine, you know, how sometimes the new engines feel great and then they get a little lackluster after the time. But what I was trying to say in that video was that of all these Tundras I've driven, at this point in their life cycle when they're brand new, they both felt the very best. That 2020 1794 and this one just feel extra responsive. And I was just looking for other people's opinions that had late model Tundras out there. And some people thought I was trying to say that they did something different with the engine. I think the only thing they did different with the engine, if anything, is update maybe their mapping, the way the shift points are and stuff like that. But I don't know that. I'm just telling you, it feels different to me. That's it. That's all I was trying to say. God forbid you have an opinion. Woo! Today's day and age with the social media, you cannot have an opinion. The Destroyer says, appreciate it, bud. Once I can pick up a few more patches, I'll send you some. Please do, bro. I appreciate it. I want you represented up there. Steve says, the brochure says sunroof, but it must be a misprint in packages and options. Okay. 2020 Tundra Double Cab TRD Pro has a sunroof. Check your email brochure. Just sent it. Let me see that. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone there, buddy. And I'm not doubting you. Hold on. Oh, no. Wait, check. TRD. Convenience package options. TRD Sport. Where does it say TRD Pro here? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Double cab TRD Pro. Heated seats, blind spot monitoring, running boards, power tilts. Okay. Option. Double cab, standard. That's, I'm guessing that's a misprint. I'm going to do some homework for you on that one, because that's, no double cab has that. So I'm confused. I'll have to double check and get back to you on that one. Dan, you're the man for sending me that. Steve, you as well. I appreciate you. So I will definitely look into that and get back to you. If that's the case, that's the first time a double cab ever had one. Johnny5 says, hello, everyone. How are you, J5? Where you been, buddy? Probably taking care of the fam, taking care of the house, protecting property. I like it. Mike says, Antonio, I have the Go Rhino front bumper, and the rear is being installed tomorrow there. Awesome. Going to need to see pics of that when you're all said and done, sir. Thank you. Gene says, I found a 2020 SR5 TRD Sport Crew Max, customs Cali lifted with all the options like a 1794, but has everything like a TRD Pro with dual exhaust. Honestly, it looks great, but no papers. Check your email. Checking the email, bro. Email check in full effect right now. Let's see. All right. Checking. Nothing in the email yet, sir. But everything is coming in really slow right now, so I will keep it open and keep looking. As soon as we see it, I will pull it up. I've been missing the live stream recently. Sorry, Mark. Hey, man, no big deal. You got to do what you got to do. Cal says, hey, Johnny. Hey, Cal. Hot and exhausting, LOL. Florida. Yes, it's a hard top. Dave, I'll look into that as well. Is the boss still doing her YouTube channel? She hasn't done that in ages because she's back in school getting her master's and she's working, doing the teaching thing too. So no time for her. But she does want to get back on it. Maybe summer. Covering chrome is a sin, says Mike. Mike is the chrome guy. But hey, to each their own. That's the fun of this whole thing, right? A wrap is what I might do for the temporary use for bumper. All right, cool. Trans, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Johnny5 says, hashtag no chrome. I agree with that. Something about the 2020. I agree. America rocks. Thank you, bro. I'm telling you. I wouldn't. Someone told me, and this always burns me when people say this because I just don't do this. They're like, you only made up this video because you're out of content. That doesn't make any sense because that was like day 3 of a brand new truck. So I wouldn't be out of content. I very, very much try not to just make a video to make a video. If I'm ever out of an idea, if I have a day where I'm just brain farting and I don't have an idea, I live stream when I have the time. So that's my system, but I don't make up stuff, man. There's just no point in that. Some people will do that to get quick views, but I've been doing this 4 years. I feel like, long term is what I want out of this, not making stuff up. Nobody wins when you make stuff up. Steve, what's going on? My Tundra 2018 is two-wheel drive, is very slow. What kind of Tundra is it, trim-wise? I agree with the power in the 2020 stock engine. It does feel more powerful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Raptor, what's going on? I just love the fact when people tell me I'm trying to ruse them and lie to them. That is just not the case. And if you've been around the channel a long time, you should know that. I always try to keep it real. I'm the guy who doesn't try to make videos any longer than they need to be. I try to just get to the point all the time. I just don't get it. But you can't please them all. One thing when you do YouTube that I've learned, you put your time and your effort into it. For instance, yesterday I installed the 4 modifications. So I was out there for roughly an hour and a half, 2 hours, getting it all together, getting it out of the boxes, all that stuff. And made a video. So you put your time, your effort, and then you got to edit everything, and you got to put it all together. You got to put it up, you got to promote it. It takes time, it takes effort. So when someone craps all over what you just did, it's hard to take, but after a while of doing this, you become bulletproof to that stuff. So I appreciate you guys that appreciate the work, though. Do you think the stock tires make the truck seem snappier versus larger tires you put on? I think that has definitely crossed my mind for sure. And when we put bigger tires on, we're going to see. But I feel like there is much more of a difference than just a tire difference. But again, we shall see. And that's the fun part with this truck and not having... I miss the supercharger more than you'd ever know. But the fun part about not having the supercharger anymore is I could test these things out for you guys with stock, naturally aspirated 5.7 engines. So we'll go along the process. We'll see if anything changes. When a cold air intake goes on it, does it make it worse? Does it make it better? We shall see. Every little change we shall talk about. Antonio says we'll definitely check them out. I'm also looking to get the TRD Pro grill. Thanks for the advice about the covers. Did not even think about that. Yeah, they're not that expensive, and people seem to really like them that use them. Malcolm says, I have an inquiry for a 2020 double cab TRD 4x4 Sport, 6.5 foot box, midnight metallic black. And he asked about Toyota soft tonneau cover. How do they latch it? Lift over and clip it and loosely roll back. Well, they do have the deck rail system, which they use, at least the deck rail system I had to use for my X-Tang trifecta, but they asked me if I had one or didn't, and the latches would have been different, so I'm sure there's a way. Dan E. from Steve, okay. Raptor says, it's a 2020, still 381 horse. Yes, yes. Yes, it is still the same stats. It just feels snappier. It feels like it's just a lot more get up and go. Through the whole range of years, too. And one thing I tested with it, because I always felt like the Tundra lacked in this, is when say you're on the highway with a Tundra. I'm talking stock 5.7. Say you're on the highway, right? And you go to pull around someone, or you're going up a hill and then you lose a little power and you got to get back on the pedal. Sometimes it would feel like the Tundra would lose a little power, like it would take a while to get itself back up to speed. But now it feels like that is diminished quite a bit. And the truck, when you put the pedal down, it drops a gear and it goes. It just feels different. Like I said, we're going to keep testing it over time and see if it still feels that way in a while. But yeah, anyone with a 2020, it seems like everyone that has a 2020 is agreeing with me. There are some out there that are saying their 07 or 08 felt way more powerful than the 2020 does today, or the 2018 and 19. I have heard that as well. I had a 2007 4.7, and that felt great. But apparently, I don't know if the throttle mapping was different or something in the ECU was different as far as shift points and whatnot. But it was just, it felt, the 5.7 and the 07 and 08 did feel a little bit more of a powerful engine, but I don't know. I want to drive one straight up, but they'll probably have high mileage at this point and see what the difference is head to head. I do know somebody with an 08, I believe, so I will be seeing what I could do with that. Seamus says, Philly here. I have a 2008 FJ Cruiser, but I'm trying to choose between a Tacoma Off-Road and a Tundra SR5. Pros and cons, my best to your mother. Well, thank you for the mother love. I appreciate you. I'm going to say this, Seamus, and this is a big thing. I'm not messing around on this. Just test drive both. Test drive both, my friend. because a lot of people complain about the Tacoma's space on the inside. FJ Cruiser is a nice, spacious interior. Tacoma's a little tight, but you could probably get, if you like the Tacoma, you could get a bigger bang for your buck, because the Tacoma Off-Road, the TRD Off-Road, comes with a lot of stuff. But test drive both, my friend. SR5, you got to make sure you get the, I think it's called the Safety and Convenience Package. Is that what it's called? Something like that. But that gives you like the blind spot monitoring, parking sensors, and whatnot. And then the price starts to climb. So strongly suggest you check out both and test drive both for sure. Johnny 5 says, Steve, you may want to get yours checked out. My 2018 two-wheel drive is quick. It stomps out F-150s, Raptors on the interstate, and Chevys. I'm also walking police, Interceptor, Crown Vics. Okay. Very nice. Johnny 5 doesn't mess around with his two-wheel drive. Michael, what's going on? Hope you're doing well, and all the best to Tundra Mom. Thank you very much, buddy. All is well on this end. So far, so good. Plenty of toilet paper in the house. Nick said, maybe it could be the lighter wheels and the tires on your 2020 TRD Pro. BBS Forge wheels are 27.5 pounds each wheel. And maybe a new tune for 2020, which is very possible. Yeah, I got to figure it out, because it's definitely something I want to talk about and see if it's just me. But it seems like other people are feeling this way as well. To each their chrome. I like that, Dan. Steve says, I did. Ben says, have you considered a topper for your new truck as opposed to a tonneau cover? Pros, cons for you? I'm not against it. I'm not against it. They're not cheap. That's probably the biggest thing. They are not cheap, my friend, especially painted. It would look pretty cool, because you don't see Army Green TRD Pros with an Army Green topper on it, right? Nick says, will you get the pedal commander? Will not void warranty. I'm not going to get any kind of tuner, handheld tuner or anything. I'm just going to run with stock. You know, we did the supercharger and the tuner last time. I feel like this time I just want to keep it, you know, the stock 5.7, just for the broader audience. Antonio says, being a truck driver, I love chrome on my rig, but on my Tundra, I'd rather go with the blazing pearl blue and blacked out. I agree. And a big thank you to all the truck drivers of the world, especially over-the-road drivers. Without you, we would have nothing. People need to say thank you to you guys way more. Joseph, what's going on? I like the SX package on the 2020 SR5 trims. I agree. It gives you that good look that everybody wants, not a lot of chrome, but you don't pay for all the crazy extras. So it is a nice trim to have out there for sure. John, what's up, buddy? Hi, Mark. Chilling here at work. Fire EMS. All the boys doing the hard work, and all the boys who don't get a day off, and even when there's a coronavirus, John and the boys will be out there, Fire and EMS, doing their job. So thank you very much for everything you do. And John, don't forget, buddy, if you want to be up on the board, represent your crew. Do it, man. I'd love a patch from you. Steve says SR5. I don't know, Steve. I've always heard that the two-wheel drives are a little bit quicker. I don't know. Andrew says, thank you for putting me onto the Husky liners. Andrew, no joke, bro. No joke whatsoever. The Husky liners are amazing. End all, be all. And that is the reason I didn't go with something different this time. This is now the third truck in a row with X-Act contours. They are amazing. Amazing. Best I've ever owned. So I'm glad you like them, pal. Steve says Crew Max. That's something when you say slow, what do you mean? Antonio says, Mike Tundra, got to share some photos, bro. Let us know if you're on Instagram so we could check them out. Rock and roll. Bood Meadow says, this might be a dumb question. There are no such thing as dumb questions. Absolutely not. How are you, by the way? Can you lift the 2020 Tundra without having issues with TSS? So that is still one of those things people ask all the time. There are a lot of ways to lift them now, but I always tell people to talk to your local service manager and see what he says about it, because it seems that there's so many different answers out there. Can you lift it? Yes. Is there recalibration kits? Yes. But I suggest you talk to the professionals at Toyota before you do anything to see what will work best and if it will void your warranty. Because at one point they had people signing waivers and everything, and there's some dealerships that still happens at. So it varies from dealership to dealership and region to region. So definitely talk to your service manager before you do anything, because I don't want to see you void stuff out. John says, I wonder if the new Tundra will be delayed with everything going on. I don't know. I guess it depends on how long till this whole thing is over. Johnny 5 says, Steve, we have similar trucks. I have an 18 SR5 Crew Max with a 5.7 with the TSS. Truck Sports Series. Do you have flex or non-flex? Ooh, I'm running, let's see, Steve says I'm running with 305 55 20 tires. That could be it. Mike says, are you going to go with the black inserts on the TRD Pro bed stamp? I think it would look great on your Pro. I'm torn with that. I'm torn. I kind of like the subtle way TRD Pro is on the bed right now, but I go through days where I'm thinking about doing it. So I'm very torn right now on that. Johnny 5 is running 305.50 R20. Very close. Dave says, which cold air intake are you looking at? I was looking at the AFEC AI. I was thinking about doing the TRD one because it seems to be highly suggested. Everybody wants to see that go on it. And B, I put on a bunch of them, but I've never done an install video. So that would be a good one. Keep it in the TRD fam, but let me know what you think. John says, have you ever plasti dipped your badges on your Tundra? No, sir. Been debating trying that. I found a few kits that are covers, but I can't find any that have every badge in one package. What Tundra are you? What trim level are you? Steve is laughing. Sam, what's going on? Can't remember if you did a 0 to 60 time with the Platinum Pro. If you had a time to do the same with the new Pro to compare. I will do that. I didn't do a camera on a 0 to 60. I did a camera on a 0 to 60 without a time, but then I did a time one. I just got to look for my data. But stupid fast. The truck kept breaking loose, but fast. But I will do a comparison. That's a good one, bro. Heath said, you ever think of putting a Ready Lift 4-inch lift on the Pro? Keeps the stock suspension, but you get the height, bigger tire option. I kind of just like the leveled Pro look. The 2-inch lift is fine for me. But I do go through mindsets every once in a while of just wanting to get like a big 6-inch lift on there. But so far, happy with what I have. Johnny 5 says, I am slightly upset I never got to see a boosted launch with the Platy Pro. Well, it's still around, you know? So I know the owner, so we could still see one, potentially. Thomas says, my wife has the Lexus GX 460, and it's crazy how much more power the Toyota 4.6 produces than the 4.7. I've heard that a lot. I've never actually driven a 4.6, I don't believe. And the fuel economy is actually not bad either. Okay, cool. Johnny 5 says, I'm going with Orange Virus Tune, by the way, once all this coronavirus stuff is behind us. Yep, everyone's kind of in a waiting period to spend crazy money right now. I don't blame you. Thomas, I always felt that the GX 460 was a dog. I am disappointed with the ones I drove around on my lot, at work, but fuel economy was pretty good. Rock and roll. I had Tundras X4 since 2012, and when your channel came out, it was very helpful. Keep it up. Steve, you're the man. Thank you very much, buddy. Jordan says NASCAR. I miss NASCAR more than you'd ever understand. Nothing to do. Johnny says, thanking the truck drivers too. Gotta thank the truck drivers. Destroyer says, check out Paragon for their aluminum tonneau covers. You can get paint to match, and it's made in the USA. Rock and roll. Check them out. Paragon. Pretty well priced too. Toyota Tundra build would be fun. Big Jim says, hello, I wanted to ask if you're going to put a supercharger in your new truck. Negative. There will be no supercharger on this Pro. We're going to work with the boys who have the naturally aspirated 5.7 this time. Talk about that a little bit. Jordan DeWald said Toyota sports cars. Love the Supra. Dodge Challenger, not a bad car. I don't want to own a Dodge, though, unfortunately. Boot says, just want to say I love your content, man. I appreciate you. I watch it every day, and it puts me in a good mood. Happy to put people in good moods. Positive energy is a big deal to me. So very happy to help. My eye's twitching. Ow. Nick said, look at the still and cold air intake, 2 cold air inlets. I did see that. I'm going to have to do a little research into that. See if the numbers are actually true. I feel like my eye's twitching so bad now. I have the limited trim. John says, I have the limited trim. Usually all the packs I find are missing the 2 limited badges or the 4x4 badge. John, sales@sparksparts.com. Email address. Hit them up because they have the covers for the limited, I'm pretty sure. TundraDude34 promo code. It saves you 5%. Check them out. Hey, Mac, what's going on? Thanks for the LSTD. Would you consider red inserts for the TRD Pro stamp on the side? Still very, very confused of what I'm going to do with that stamp on the side. Might just leave it alone. Might go all black. Some people want TRD in black, Pro in red, or vice versa. So many options out there. I'm not really sure. But I will keep you updated on that. 5-0, what's going on? 295s really make the look. And that's where I'm headed, man. That's probably where I'm headed as far as size. It'll definitely be 285 or 295. Ask the guy that bought the Platinum Pro to dyno test it. He probably will. He has the ability to do that, I would think, up at the shop, so we shall see. Michael says, are we going to get more live streams during these days of quarantine? Yeah, you're going to have a lot more live stream on your hands, just because going out, so I work every day, come home and take a nap and do things around the house. And then I'm not allowed out after a certain amount of time, so probably a lot more live streams. But I know you guys dig the live streams, so. Jared said, did you get, or did the patch arrive in the mail? Jared, what department are you? Because I have a bunch sitting next to me right now. I have a few to put up on the board. Patchwall, 50 wants to see. There you go, buddy. Patchwall, my friend. That is all of the subscribers that send me patches, and it is topped on the very top of it is, oh, hello, missed you, is my buddy that I lost in 9/11. He's an FDNY firefighter, died in the towers, so he's on the top of that. My father's badges, or patches from the police are right under it, and then everybody else is you guys, bro. That's where the Tundra lifted. Patchwall, we did that. Don't touch your face. I gotta touch my face. I don't know what to tell you, Michael. It is what it is, bro. Chevy Silverado 2500 lifted. Why not? Leon says, hi, Leon. I had the 2018 Platinum Tundra, and it felt like my car have lacking of shifting and missing some power. Can you explain why? That's weird. So you had a 2018 Tundra, and it felt like you had lack of shifting, or let's say the shifting was off, and you were missing some power. That's very odd. Explain it to me a little more, what you mean. Like sluggish? Michael says, tell your wife to start keeping her eyes open for good deals on new vehicles in the coming months. Interest rates are on the way down, and I suspect dealerships are going to start to slash prices. Way ahead of you on that one, pal. Way ahead of you on that one. Definitely. John says, maybe after this virus calms down, maybe there will be good deals to get the economy up and going again. Sloan Toyota in Malvern, PA has a lot of Tundras. I bet you it happens. I bet you right now if you go into a Toyota dealership, before deals come up, you can get a crazy deal right now. Because they're just looking so bad to sell things, I'm telling you. Michael says, TRD in black, Pro in red. I like that, bro. John says, thanks, my dude. I'm a teacher, and school has been closed for days, and I'm going crazy with cabin fever. Made my day when I was notified you had a live stream. Keep it up, brother. In that case, for you guys at home, and thank you for all you do for the youth of our nation. Teachers, big thumbs up to you. A very important job. I'm going to do a lot more live streams for the people at home that have nothing to do. At least we get to talk for an hour, you know, however often I do it, about Tundras, you know. Get away from the wives a little bit for a while, eh? Always like that. Jordan says GMC Sierra 3500, Ram 3500 towing. I mean, they could tow like 35,000 pounds. That's pretty insane. Jared says Colorado Department of Corrections. You might be up there already. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Right here, buddy. Just didn't go up yet. There you go. And thank you very much, Colorado. There you go. You're represented right now. Very nice. Yeah, these are the patches I didn't put up yet because, A, I got to basically redo that whole wall because I'm now out of space on it, and I have to get a new one. So there are quite a few sitting over here, but thank you very much, and I apologize for not going up yet. Truck drivers wear their hat frontward, baseball catchers backwards. Guys hit by a truck sideways. Always Sam with the good stuff. It's good to catch a live stream in real time for a change. I usually watch them later while on the treadmill. Well, happy to help your workout. Don't do it, Mark. Pick up a set of Hostile wheels, 20 by 12s, or with a set of 305/50s. People will break their necks to double take. I really like my wheels, man. I really like them. Ram 2500 lifted, not cheap. Nick says, do you have any info coming up on the iForce Max for the new engine and the redesign 2022? So the name iForce Max is what they're reporting, which makes a lot of sense, but all of the stats we've been talking about for a long time, 450 to 500 horse, we've been saying that since late 2017. There's not much out there now. It's kind of a waiting game, but the more we hear, the more I will report. It seems like the stuff being reported now is just recycled versions of all the stuff I reported back in the day. So if you want to catch up, Nick, if you haven't seen it, go check out my Next Generation Tundra playlist. That'll catch you up on everything I've ever said and ever learned. And tell me what you think. I'd love to hear. Michael said I traded a 2500 Chevy for my Tundra. Are you happy with that? Because that is a downgrade as far as towing and whatnot. Fifth wheel, not on a Tundra. I don't see that happening. Everything closed or just closed in PA here, Mark, as of 8 p.m. tonight per the governor. We're on an 8 p.m. curfew as well, my friend. Simon, how's it going? Congrats on the new truck. I guess I better send you some bags of ketchup chips before they're off the shelves. Simon, I owe you a huge thank you, buddy. Because, you know, my mom has the stage 4 cancer right now. And she's pretty much quarantined because of the immune system and all the virus stuff. And my dad is also quarantined with her. So I gave my dad a couple bags of the Canadian ketchup chips, and he's obsessed with them. I don't think he's liked a chip more than that in his life. So I thank you very much for that, pal. Nick says 30550 R20 is a killer. I have Nitto 420s, 12.5 wide. Send me a picture of that. I need to see it. Only life essential services are allowed to open. Rock and roll. Nick says, but what offset? Or Johnny5 says to Nick, what offset? Steve says, my neighbor 4.6 and my old 4.6 stock get worse mileage than our 5.7. Depends on the climate, I think. Agree. Camping would be fun. America Rocks has went 295/70 18 Cooper STT Pros on stock setup. Totally need to see the pictures of that, bro, because you're speaking my language right now, America. I'm just glad to be able to watch something other than coronavirus hysteria for a change. Tundra talk is much more interesting to me anyway. I'm just sick of watching the news at this point. Jared's the CDOC. Nice, says Ben. Rock and roll. Michael says, I love the Land Cruiser Heritage Edition with the TRD wheels, but painted bronze. Agree. Tom said, my friend just bought a 2020 TRD off-road for $36,000 out the door. Great deal. No one believes me, but I was with him. It wasn't easy, but he made it happen. It was not a Crew Max, but still an amazing truck for a great price. Dude, that's a great deal. And deals like that do happen, people. Nope, there's no reason to lie. Boot says, in your personal opinion, do you think the next-gen Tundra will look as sexy as the current gen? I would hope it looks sexier, but we shall see. I love the look of the current Tundra, so I hope they don't change it to the point where it looks like a completely different truck. Leon says, the acceleration is delay. I brought to the Toyota dealers. They said my vehicle needs to update the transmission software, but my vehicle is still new. Well, listen to what they say. That should be covered under warranty, so have them take care of that. Maybe you just have one of those rare Tundras that something's weird with it. But once they update that, you should be all right. Let's see. Steve says, Leon, you need fuel rail flash. Force dealer to do it. Let's see. What brand of ketchup chip did you get? I don't remember what the brand is. Old Dutch. Does that make sense? Nick is plus 25, a little aggressive. Rock and roll. Mark, hope they keep the 430 axle ratio, or at least as an option. That'd be nice. I'd like to see a little bit of options in this next one. LOL at Nick. This is not aggressive. I am at 20/12, negative 44 offset. Crazy. I'm happy that I traded my 2500 Chevy for a Tundra. It can't tow as much, but I never stare at the dash upon startup anymore, hoping a CEL doesn't come on. Check engine light. Tundra reliability is awesome, for sure. Yeah, Old Dutch. I knew it. Seamus says, upgrade idea. Any thoughts about swapping out the 1990s boombox silver trim pieces on either side of the radio for the black ones on the SR trim? I wouldn't be against that. That'd probably look great. Yep, Old Dutch is the best. Rock and roll. Michael says, Kirk Toyota in Grenada, whatever. Mississippi had a 2020 Army Green TRD Pro Crew Max with the black red TRD Pro on the side, and it looks great in real life. Rock and roll. Thank you, Michael. All right, boys, we're going to call it a night now. Smells like dinner's ready, and I'm starving. I thank you for being here. I thank you for hanging out. I'm sorry we are stuck inside most of the time, but we'll do a lot more live streams if you need to catch up. There's over 1,100 videos on the channel, and I separate them into playlists to make it easy on you. There is a next generation playlist. If you want to get caught up on all the rumors, go check it out. If you want to get caught up on the Pro I have outside now, I made one of those too. So let me know what you think on all the videos, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, be good, be safe, take care of your family out there. But don't forget to take care of your neighbor and your community. We all got to work together in this weird time, okay? So you don't need 16 packs of toilet paper. Just take 1 or 2 and leave some for everybody else, okay? America. This is why America's so great. Canada, too. This is why we're so great in North America, because we've always cared about each other. So don't let that change because of some stupid virus, okay? Boys, we'll see you next time. Talk to you soon. Be safe. Yep, coronavirus free for sure.